Welcome back, everyone, to Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Massive news today in the college basketball world, and it's not the news that the Gonzaga Bulldogs had hoped for today. So today it was announced that 6'11" center Filip Petrusev will leave Gonzaga to sign a deal overseas with the Serbian Basketball Club, Bemax. Now, losing Petrusev happens to be a major loss for Gonzaga, which they were put in position this offseason to possibly win their first ever national title in 2021, as they look like one of the favorites to win the 2021 national title. But now, with the announcement of Petrusev leaving to turn pro in Serbia, Gonzaga is expected to move a couple spots back in my rankings during my next rankings video for off-season projections. I had them in my last video projected at number 2 right behind Baylor, who is ranked at number 1. Now, even though Petrusev is expected to sign a deal and play in Serbia, he still has yet to withdraw his name from the NBA draft, as he has until October 6th to do so, which happens to be 10 days prior to the October 16th NBA draft date, to withdraw his name from the NBA draft list, according to ESPN. Petrusev played 2 seasons for Gonzaga. He made tremendous improvements from his freshman season over to his sophomore season, with taking the much-needed steps up to improve. Petrusev averaged 6.5 points per game freshman season to this past season as a sophomore. He averaged 17.5 points per game and started all 33 games for the Bulldogs. Also last season, Petrusev happened to lead Gonzaga in scoring and rebounding as a team there for him, and he averaged 7.5 rebounds per game, and he also happened to shoot the ball 56.2% from the floor. Petrusev was also named 2020 WCC Player of the Year over Yoli Childs at BYU, as Petrusev tallied in 9 double-doubles last season, while also having a massive game, 22 points, 15 rebounds last season against Oregon, which resulted in a 73-72 overtime victory in the battle for Atlantis. Petrusev's career high resulted in 31 points against Santa Clara from last season. Now, his departure from the roster for Gonzaga will mean that there's a massive hole that head coach Mark Few is going to have to fill for the next low-post big man on the roster here for the upcoming season for the Bulldogs. And that player that should be able to step up and deliver in a big way for this upcoming season, that player should be Drew Timme to step into place for Filip Petrusev. As Drew Timme happened to have a fantastic freshman season. He averaged 9.8 points per game. He shot the ball at 61.1% from the floor. And along with Timme, if he does make it into the starting 5, Timme will be joined by these 2 players if they do happen to return back to Gonzaga, as they are still awaiting for the 2 NBA draft decisions by the August 3rd deadline of Corey Kispert and Joel Ayayi. And also adding into the mix for this upcoming season will be major impact newcomer on the roster, freshman point guard, 5-star Jalen Suggs coming in the roster for this upcoming season for Gonzaga. So it looks like the starting 5 looks like this, with 4 players out of the starting 5. Looks like this. If Ayayi and Kispert do both come back to Gonzaga, it will look like Timme, Ayayi, Kispert, and Suggs as 4 players in the starting 5. And that means that there will currently be 1 spot up for grabs in Gonzaga's starting 5, since Petrusev is now left, and that does happen if Kispert and Ayayi both decide to head back to Gonzaga, as the last spot currently in the starting lineup up for grabs will be between 2 sophomore forwards and 1 freshman centers. The 2 sophomore forwards going up against each other, Anton Watson and Pavel Zakharov, and also adding into the mix as well will be freshman center Omar Ballo, as all 3 of these players, Watson, Zakharov, and Ballo, happen to be 4-star recruits in the class of 2019, and all 3 of these players happen to contend for the final spot in the starting lineup as of now for this upcoming season for Gonzaga. So even with the loss of Gonzaga's leading scorer, Petrusev, I still think that Gonzaga will be able to win the WCC by a long shot for this upcoming season, and I wouldn't be shocked if this team happens to lose 5 games or less for this upcoming season. So that's a wrap here to this video. Filip Petrusev decided today that he will leave Gonzaga to sign a deal overseas with the Serbian Basketball Club, Bemax, and of course I wish him the best of luck in the future. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. Also, feel free to check out all the other great content I have going on my channel as well. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube.